Os. Welcome UNLV students to the Shotokan Karate Studies program. By now you should know you've already warmed up, you've gotten the warm-up that you feel your body needs, you're adequate for starting the program this morning. So let's go ahead and get started with our typical, quick, general warm-up. Ready? And Hajime. Ichi. Ni. San. Yon. Go. All right, warmed up good there. Let's turn to the side, bring our heels to our glutes. Good, all right. Let's go ahead and do some high knees as well. Get my workout recorded, here we go. High knees. You can do this slow, just like I'm doing. Again, just bringing your knees up. You can do it fast if you feel like kind of bouncing a little bit, working your calves a little bit. Or if you want to go slow, go slow. And yame. All right, let's come up on our toes, stretching out our calves. And yame. Very good. All right, let's go ahead and do some body hip twists. And yame. Good. Arm up, across the side, stretching out our shoulder. Good, other side. Again, don't hold these too long. Just doing dynamic stretches here. Nothing too static, nothing being held for too long. Switching over. Other side. Good. Feet just widen shoulder width. Go down, touch the floor. Go to the right. Back to center. Go to the left. Back to center. All right, make that a little wider. We're gonna go down to the right, turning up on our left heel, stretching out our hamstring. Good, now we're gonna turn to the left in a long front stance. Pushing on the quad here, pushing the knee over the toe. And down to a runner stand, or a runner stretch. Good. Back up. All right, we're gonna do everything to the other side now. Leaning to the left onto the right heel. Toes pointed up. Stretching out your hamstring. All right, let's rotate that all the way around. Good front stance, long, deep, pushing on the quad, pushing the knee out over the toe, getting a good stretch. Transition that to a runner stretch. And come back to center, come back standing. Good. Turn around, fix your gi. Back to me. Yoi. Subirachi. Pray. Yoi. Seiza. Dojo-kun. 一つ、人格完成に人を盛ること。一つ、誠の道を守ること。一つと力の精神を養うこと。一つ礼儀を重んずること。一つ景気の湯を戒めること。Ready? That's it. よい。しばらくち。Ready? よい。So today's class is a beginner class. Today we're going to basically walk through a lot of the things that you're going to need for a white belt exam, potentially even a yellow belt exam. So basics, okay? So we're just going through what you should be doing in general about every time you're coming out to practice, especially at this level when you're a beginner level. So again, beginner level being no belt, white belt, yellow belt, potentially some orange belt, okay? Because what we're going to practice today is line drills. We're going to do all 5 blocks, okay? We're also going to do oizuki punch, gyakuzuki reverse punch. We're going to do the 4 kata that you should know. Now white belts, you know Takeoku Shodan, you know Heian Shodan. You may not know Takeoku Nidan, you may not know Heian Nidan. But that's what we're practicing today. So we're going to go over all of those things in one class. And like I said, this is in general what you should be doing as a normal class, as a normal workout routine whenever you're coming out to do beginner level karate, Shotokan karate. Okay, so that stated, let's go ahead and start with our blocks. So instead of standing, so for an exam, you would typically start in Shizentai in a ready stance here, and you would go through all the blocks. You would demonstrate them on the left and on the right as you stand here, and then you would move with those blocks. So you may do it from 3 different angles, especially if you're remote, you're not doing it in person. You would demonstrate it from a couple of different angles so that your sensei can see your feet movement, can see the angle of your body if it's staying upright, not leaning forward, not leaning back. So these are all things that I would typically be looking for if I were grading a student remotely. But again, we're not doing an exam today, so I'm just kind of telling you some of the things that you should be aware of. Other than that, we're going to go through those line drills. Things to always think about, just like I said, posture, all right? Beginner level, you should be looking at things like your knee being just over your toe. Right? You should be looking at things like Hanmi versus Shonen as far as your stance. Back leg should be bent. Your posture, again, straight up and down. You should be looking at gliding as you walk, okay, and not bouncing, okay, as you walk. Other things that you should be looking for are not telegraphing with your front foot as you move forward. So again, as you move forward, you're transitioning. You're leaning your weight forward as you step, okay? You're not kicking that foot out and then stepping, okay? So those are the main things you're going to be looking for in front stance. And again, we're not going to move backwards today. We're just going to stay moving forward. So for all of our line drills, we're going to start on one side, line drill, go, and then turn. So we'll do a Moate, we'll go back, then we'll start on the other side, do the same thing, go from there to there, Moate, and go back. Again, we're going to do all 5 blocks today. Both of our punches, okay? We're not going to worry about kicks today. So, and then we're going to go through the kata, all right? So that is today. Let's go ahead and get started with those blocks. So we're going to start on this side. What's our order of blocks? Geiran, Age, Uchi, and Ude. G-A-U-U, okay? Then Shuto-uke, all right? S is the last one that we're going to look at. So we will do Shuto-uke today as well. So we're going to do that in a back stance. So think about the things you need to learn, or not learn, but think about the things that you need to keep in mind for your back stance. The stance is completely different than your front stance, right? If you take your feet, your heels together, 90 degrees, and just slide in this case, my left foot out, resting or bending both knees, resting most of your weight on your back leg here. It's as if you're sitting on a milking stool, or you have a stool underneath your butt cheek and you're just kind of resting that glute on that stool, okay? You should feel it in your calf here. You should feel your calf engaged here with your stance. And again, this should be the stance, not leaning forward, not leaning back, not leaning forward this direction, but more back, okay? Again, this is a stance called the back stance because you're creating distance from your opponent, so you are back a little bit further, right? Same. So if you look at the stances, this would be the back stance. We just alter our feet and transition to a front stance. You can see I've moved closer to my opponent just by simply changing the stance, all right? So just keep that in mind. That's what we're kind of looking at today. All right, so let's go ahead and get these line drills started. All right, ready? Yoi. Get him right from the tape. Shoot. Get him right down block. Ready? We're gonna go kind of slow but kind of fast, so keep up. All right, this should be your speed for this level. Ready? Each. Knee. Some. Sheep. Go. One. Each. Knee. Some. Sheep. Go. One. And make. Good. Other side. We're just moving to the other side of the room just to give you a different angle. All right. This is going to get on my nerves the way this is tied. There we go. All right. Ready? Yoi. Get it right from the tape. Easy. Ready. Each. Knee. Some. Sheep. Go. One. Each. Knee. Some. Sheep. Go. Two. One. Now neck. Good. All right. Let's move straight into our next block. What's next? Age-uke rising block. Ready? Yoi. Get him right, come take. Kill. Age-uke rising block. Mark your target. Ready? Each. Knee. Some. Sheep. Go. One. Mark. Ready? Each. Knee. Some. Sheep. Go. One. Now make. All right, good. Other side. Same drill. Ready? Get it right from the tape. Age-uke rising block. Mark your target. Ready? Each. Knee. Some. Sheep. Go. One. Each. Knee. Some. Sheep. Go. Two. One. And then. Pulse. Very good. What is up next? Uchi-uke. Good. I want you to keep moving here. All right. I don't want you to get into too long of a rest period. I want you to keep moving and keep your stamina up. All right. Remember with Uchi-uke, parry, block, parry, block. All right. Very similar to Age-uke. We're marking and blocking, marking and blocking. Okay. Make sure you're doing the same thing for Uchi-uke. Ready? Get him right, take. Uchi-uke. Ready? Each. Knee. Some. Sheep. Go. One. Each. Knee. Some. Amen. Os. Very good. Ready? Get him right, come attack. Ish. Uchuke, ready? Ich. Ni. So. Shi. Go. 1. Ich. Ni. So. Shi. Go. 2. 1. Remain. Os. All right, what's next? Sotoryuke. Sotoryuke. Again, marking or parrying. Okay, make sure that hikite hand or marking hand is out there. All right, ready? Get him right, take. Sotoryuke. Ready? Ich. Ni. So. Shi. Go. 1. Ich. Ni. So. Shi. Go. 1. And then. Os. Okay. Other side. Ready? Get him mark and take. Sotoryuke mark. Ich. Ni. So. Shi. Go. 1. Ich. Ni. So. Shi. Go. 1. Amen. Os. All right. Last block. Shotokan. All right. We're marking here. Right. We're marking here with our target. Mark, block. Mark, block. Okay. Shotokan. I'm going to go over it just briefly because I know a lot of students have trouble with this block. All right. Arms. Okay. This arm should be at 90 degrees. Elbow, just like this, okay? But your fingers should be the same height as your shoulder. So, 90 degrees, lower it. Fingers are same as my shoulder, 90 degrees is my arm. Don't put your arm out like this or like this, okay? This is the block. Your hand may tilt just slightly back and forth depending on how the block is being performed, right? The hand is not just straight up and down. It is hardened. So your hand has to conform a little bit or contort a little bit to harden the hand. Don't just do this. Okay? You're not playing rock, paper, scissors. Don't need a flat hand. Okay? Curve, contort the hand for more power and strength. And again, it may turn out, depending on the actual block being performed, or when you do this with an uke, another student, and these blocks are actually being thrown, you'll kind of see what happens with your hand and how it works, because a lot of times this block turns into a grab. Okay, so kind of as you're doing it, your hand is going to turn into your opponent, so just keep that in mind. Okay, remember that 90 degrees. It goes for both sides, fingertips about shoulder height, and again, your hand isn't out like this for this block. Okay, 90 degrees-ish. Okay, this. Bring it down, turn your hand out slightly. Other hand is back at hikite, which is right here about your chest level, right here at your sternum, okay? Or holding up your pec, okay? Right in there. All right, let's do it. Ready? All right, Shotokan. So we're going to step into a back stance and Shotokan on my command. Ready? Hajime. Ready to walk. Ready? Ichi. Ni. San. Shi. Wate. Ichi. Ni. San. Shi. Wate. Yame. Good. Let's go to the other side. Same block. All right. We're only getting about 4 in with the distance here instead of 5. Depends on how much room you have where you are. Okay. Work with the space that you have. Ready? Stepping into Shotokan on my command. Ready? Hajime. Get comfortable in your stance. All right. This is the beginning, so start good. Ready? Ichi. Ni. San. Shi. Wate. Ichi. Ni. San. Shi. Wate. Yame. Os. Very good. All right. Oizuki punch. Okay, so this is your front lunging punch. We've talked about synchronicity in the past, and I want you to keep that in mind, but the synchronicity is maybe not what you think it is. It is not with your front foot. All right, so as you step with this punch, you see that my step comes, and the punch is still on the move. All right, keep that in mind. The synchronicity is not the exact, right? As soon as the foot lands, the punch lands, it's not that. That would be awkward, right? I think if you try to do it, it's very difficult to do. Even standing here to say, okay, ready? To get the timing right, it's very difficult. More often than not, you're synchronizing with the power flexing in your back leg, right? The turn and your back leg being planted, okay? Planting it as you turn your hips and execute the punch. It's really more synchronization with the planting of your back foot. All right, so keep that in mind as you move forward with this punch. Synchronicity should be important, and it should be there. It should be very soon after your front foot fall, but it's you're more in sync with your back foot than you are with your front. Okay? All right, let's try that. Ready? Get him right. Take it. Kill. Oizuki front punch. Ready? Mark your target. Ichi. Ni. San. Shi. Go. Wate. Ichi. Ni. San. Shi. Go. Two. Wate. Good. Shoot on level punches. All right. So your punch is not to the face of your opponent. Your punch should be right in this level, right about here. All right. So keep that in mind. Your fist shouldn't be up here in your vision. It should be chest level. All right. I see a lot of students who punch high. I'm not sure why, but I see it quite often. So keep it chewed on level. As your fist and shoulder come out, there's where your punch is. Your arm is straight, it's not at an angle down or up. All right? Let's start on this side. Ready? Get him right, attack, kill. Oizuki, front punch. Ready? Mark. Ichi. Ni. San. Shi. Go. One. Ichi. Ni. San. Shi. Go. Kill. One. Yame. Os. Very good. All right. Next up, Gyakuzuki reverse punch. All right. So this one's a little bit different. Your front foot is forward, coming off of the back foot for the punch. you're more square to your opponent. The hip drives the punch. Synchronicity is going to be completely different here with this punch. Because again, everything is being driven up through the ground into your hip right here. Sink in. Sink in just a little bit. Okay? Sink in. Kind of like you're becoming part of the earth. Alright? Good, strong, sturdy stance as you execute that punch. Alright? Gyakuzuki reverse punch. Ready? Get him right. Take. Shoot. Mark your target. Other hand, right? Your backhand. Ready? Each. Knee. Song. She. Go. One. Each. Knee. Song. She. Go. One. And man. All right. Good. Good power. Okay. I want to see good power with this punch as you move through with it. Stance still the same. Okay. Still not telegraphing with your front foot as you move forward. Not leaning. Okay. And I want to see that hip drive with that punch. I actually want to see this transition from Hanmi to Shonen as you drive that punch. All right? Start on this side. Ready? Get him right in the tick. Shoot. Mark your target. Ready? Each. Knee. So. She. Go. One. Mark. Each. Knee. So. She. Go. One. And then. Os. Very good. All right. There's all of your blocks, both of your punches that you've learned up to this level. So before we move into the Sankata, let's talk about a little bit of stance. All right. Now I mentioned before we got into this the hard points of your stance, right? Talked about your knee being over your toe just slightly. You should be able to see like your big toe or your second toe just in front of your knee. Back leg slightly bent. Your foot should be less than 90 degrees, kind of forward as much as possible. This one, again, turned in just slightly because you want the outer edge of your foot to be facing forward. Standing straight up with your posture. These are all key points, hard points that we look for in beginners. Okay? As you advance and as you kind of make this your own thing, your front stance is going to change over time. And it's going to change to you. Okay? Maybe your mobility is a little bit different in your ankles, your knees. All right? Things change over time. So don't, as a beginner, yes, look at those hard points. Because as an instructor, whenever I test you, I'm going to be looking at those hard points. But as you get better and better, okay, things start to change a little bit. Yes, you can definitely tell when someone's in a front stance. But things may change just slightly. You can't be a stickler on those fine points as you become more and more advanced in your karate. Okay? So just keep that in mind, that right now we are focusing on those little details, those hard points, those finer points. But as you grow and as you continue down this path, things may change. All right? Things may evolve over time. All right, let's talk about kata. All right, first kata you learn, Takioku Shodan. That is your first non-traditional kata. This is your first Kihon kata. Where all you're doing with this is walking in front stance and punching. A little bit of block, not much, right? You're just doing gate-on as you make some turns, but for the most part, this is just Chudan level Oizuki punches. Following the pattern that we need to learn for Heian Shodan, which is your first traditional kata. Let's go ahead and do Takioku Shodan. All right, we're going to do it on my count the first time. The second time you're going to do it at your own speed and pace, and we're going to go through all four kata in this same exact manner. All right, so find your starting point. Ready? Let's go through protocol together. Yoi. Subidachi. Ready? Yo. Announce your kata. Takiyoku shoran. And you're at my speed and pace. Listen for my count. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, go. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, go. 6, 7, 8. And down there. Good. All right, so there is your kata. Takiyoku Shodan, your first Kihon kata. Again, like I said, all you're doing for this kata is punches. Oizuki punch, blocks. Gyakuzuki, or sorry, Gedamurai down block. All right? That's it. And you're following this pattern. And you're doing these turns, these 270-degree turns, these 90-degree turns. Okay? You're learning this kata to prep you for Heian Shodan. All right? So go through this kata, keeping that in mind, number one. But number two, this is your first kata that you've ever learned. Take it easy, go at your own pace, speed will come. All right? So now I want you to go through it at your own speed and pace. I'm going to go through it at what I would consider a regular pace. All right? I was a little slow there because you were following along with me. Now I'm going to go at my speed and pace. You're going to go at your speed and pace. It's going to pick up a little bit for me. I'm not sure what it's going to do for you. You may go at the same speed we just went. You may slow it down a little bit because you're still learning. You may speed it up because you know this kata and you're ready to move forward. All right? Let's go again. Ready? Protocol together. Yoi. Subidachi. Ready? Yo. Announce kata. Takiyoku shoran. At your own speed and pace. Ready? Hajime. Alright, giving you a few seconds to finish and yame. Alright, good job. So there's Takiyoku Shodan, a kata that you must know in order to earn definitely your yellow belt. White belt, I don't think you have to know any kata. To earn your white belt, I'm pretty sure it's just the stances and the blocks. Okay, you can check me on that. As you progress, right, now you're wearing your white belt, you now need to know Takiyoku Shodan and Heian Shodan. Alright, let's go through them. Heian Shodan. Ready? Yoi. Subidachi. Ready? Yoi. On my count. Ready? Heian Shodan. Listen for my count. Go at my pace. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, go. 6, 7, 8, 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, man. All right. Obvious differences, yes? The biggest differences being the hammer fist, the Tetsuyuchi, right? After you turn for your Gedan, right? The other difference being blocks down the middle, Agiyuke, rising block, okay? Everything else is the same. Coming back, exactly the same as Takioku Shodan. And now you're introduced to your back stance and your Shutouke. All right, so 4 Shutoukes in back stance, 2 in this direction, coming back, 2 in that direction. Okay? So, if you've never done this kata before, that's the kata. You can see how similar it is to Takioku Shodan, which is again the reason you learn Takioku Shodan. You get this pattern down, okay? You get the blocks, you get the turns, okay? So those are all very important, and that's what we're looking for. All right, let's do it again. Heian Shodan, your own speed and pace. Ready? Yoi. Subarachi. Ready? Yo. And now it's kata. Heian Shodan, your own speed and pace. I'll give you time when I'm finished. Ready? Hajime. And Yame. All right, very good. Okay, so those are your those are your first 2 kata that you learn. Takioku Shodan, Heian Shodan, Kihon, and traditional kata. All right, the next kata that you're going to learn is Takioku Nidan. Right, not a big difference from Takioku Shodan. The only difference is Jodan level punches. That's it. Okay. If you know Takioku Shodan and you can perform Takioku Shodan, you can perform Takioku Nidan, it's the same thing, Jodan level punches. So change this to this. Yep. Fairly simple, fairly straightforward. Okay. So for this one, we're going to go through it your own speed and pace. All right, I'm not going to go by the numbers on this one because you pretty much know it, right? You know it from Takioku Shodan. Change your height of your punches, okay? Your own speed and pace, and then we'll get into Heian Nidan. And that one's quite different, all right? So we'll slow that one down a little bit and go through it at least twice. Let's go through Takioku Nidan. Ready? Yoi, Subarachi, ready? Yo. Takioku Nidan. Your own speed and pace. I give you time after. Ready? Hajime. And Yame. All right, good. You know that one. Don't need to talk too much about it. Let's move right into Heian Nidan. All right. This kata is completely different from anything you've done up to this point. Okay. The pattern that you're going through is different. Right. You start doing kicks. That's different. A new block, Moroto Uke. Okay. Several things have changed here. And Nukite attack, right? So a lot of things have come into play here that you're not used to doing. All right, so if you don't know this kata, I suggest you watch, or you perform it if you want to do this as a workout. Then go back to one of the traditional kata, Heian Shotokan, and perform that. Okay. But if you're interested in learning Heian Nidan, obviously I have videos out there where you can learn the kata and watch here, see the difference, because it is a big difference. Okay. This one, we will go by the numbers, and then you're going to go at your own speed and pace. Okay. Lots of changes here. The double block at the beginning, and the back stance. There's so many new things here. This is a big jump from earning your white belt to even earning your yellow belt, and I think this is the kata that you learn as you go into orange belt, right? So a big jump here in all the things that you're learning, because all these techniques, all these key-home skills you're learning, you learn as a yellow belt in preparation for learning the kata Takeyoku Nidan or Heian Nidan to pass your belt exam to earn your orange belt. Okay, so big jump here, big jump. But for my yellow belt students, this is good practice. Okay. All right, let's do this. Ready? Yoi. Subidachi. Ready? Yoi. Announce kata. Heian Nidan. Listen for my count. Ready? Let's step forward just a little and make sure you have room for that kick. Remember, there's a kick here at the beginning. Ready? Ich, ni, son, shi, go, ru, sich, punch, ku, ich, ni, son, ich, ni, son, shi, ich, ni, son, shi, go, book, sich, ich, ni, son, shi. All right, young man. So hopefully you were able to keep up with me there. I tried to not go too fast, but there's a lot of things happening, especially on the way back, right? First half of that kata, a lot of the stuff you know, right? Side kick, shutouke, nukite. Then you do your 4 shutoukes. And then my back is almost to you for this big part, right? Where we're doing our uchiuke, our kick, our block, our punch, right? Our kick, our block, our punch. So my back is to you. Because of that, I'm going to start on this side and do the same kata. Okay? So I'm going to start here, go there, finish here. All right? So this time, your own speed and pace. So take your time, or try to keep up, or if you're faster than me, go faster than me. Point is, your own speed and pace. Do it correctly, show good technique. Speed will come. All right? Slow is smooth, and smooth is fast. Okay, so go slow until you get smooth. Smooth then becomes fast. All right, let's work this one. Ready? Your own speed and pace. Yoi. Subidachi. Ready? Yo. Next kata. Heian Nidan. Your own speed and pace. And hajime. Keep going. I'll give you a few seconds to finish up. And yame. All right, very good. So that's class for today. All right, so what I really wanted to take you through the basics, the beginner stuff that you need for your white belt as you progress into yellow belt, okay, and as you continue to progress. These are things you should be practicing very often, especially at this belt level, okay? These are the things that you have to master before you move on to the more technical techniques, okay? So just think about that. Come back to this class as often as you need. Get the practice that you need in order to move forward at a good and proper pace. All right? Let's come back to the center of class. Yoi. Subirachi. Right? Yoi. Seiza. All right. Today's meditation, I just want you to meditate, all right? Concentrate on your breath, slowing your heart rate after our workout. Wakso. Wakso-yame, Sensen-yure. Tate. Yoi. Subirachi. Right. Yoi. Os. All right, students, thank you for joining me for this class. This is a great beginner class, just running through the basics. All right, we'll see you next week. Os.